You know who it is, and you know what time it is. Time to piss off some feminists, trad cucks, and whoever don't want to know the truth. Oh well, let's get started.
What is going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, reporting from Mobile Command. Gentlemen, I feel like a rant. When you look at everything that's going on, David's Bridal filing for bankruptcy, 63% of young men from 18 to 30 are not even trying to go into the dating minefield, the relationship minefield. They've tapped out. Jewelry stores starting to go under. Gentlemen, I can simply say this. Men have won the war. Now, I know, no laws have changed. However, you don't have to worry about the laws if you don't step onto the plantation, the dating and relationship minefield / plantation. You ain't got to worry about that. Kids, the birth rate, oh, that is plummeted. That is in the toilet. The marriage rate, on the other hand, that's at the bottom of the South Pole. Gentlemen, men have finally said, you know what? Nah. Why in the world am I going to invest my meat into the modern woman? Now, one pretty much motivation behind this video was a recent video that Black Ram put out called Rejection Fatigue. Now, let's go to one phrase from Mr. Palmer. Change the laws in your mind. Now, he's talking about insofar as, child support and all that. Gentlemen, more men have decided to change the rules of engagement in regards to the modern woman, i.e., they're not engaging at all. That, my friends, is a wonderful thing. Now, you guys know one of my favorite phrases. Incentives drive behavior. Men of today no longer have the incentive, which would be to try to, eventually find a wife, settle down, have a family, blah, 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 blah. And speaking of that, let's not forget what the ultra simp himself, Steve Harvey, said to Shannon Sharp in regards to young men. Young men are supposed to take care of a woman and children, a family. But young men are asking these women, what do they bring to the table? Now, what did he say? She can make another you. Now, by that logic, by Steve Harvey's own words, if a man decides he does not want to have another version of himself, i.e., a child, then the woman in his life is useless. Period, point blank. Now, Steve Harvey, he is irrelevant. Now, going back to the Pew Research study, 18 to 30 is the age bracket. That is the age bracket of young men who might have been able to salvage this absolutely destroyed social system that we got. They might have been able to actually save the current environment. However, oh, hell no. Nope, nope, nope. Once again, look at Steve Harvey. Look at the cohort of women that he's pandering for. Seriously? They are the lowest group of women on any dating app. insofar as the dating landscape. Yes, I'm talking about black women. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Particularly those black women in Gen X, which is his target audience, and some older boomers, maybe some older millennials. But let's just go ahead and get down to brass tacks. Those groups of women, they're already done. Nothing is going to change with those particular groups of women. Nothing. Also, I find it, once again, very intriguing that them being the brokest group of women want to demand the most immaterial goods. Oh, a man's got to have this. Man's got to have that. Man got to have 2 iPhones. Man got to be the driver of the bus. Blah, 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 blah. Once again, that particular group of women, their wires are entirely too damn crossed. And yet, they still want to sit there and say that black men need to save their community, need to quote unquote build with them, while at the same damn time consistently trying to shame the 9-to-5 black man. That is how far gone the black community truly is. When you have people shitting on black men who have 9-to-5 honest jobs. Look, not everybody is going to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody is going to get into the dance. Some people have to understand that and be cool with it. But here's something that I find extraordinarily funny also in regards to that particular group of women. They say they want these, masters of the universe. Shout out to Obsidian for that one. But yet at the same time, they refuse to compete for said man. He's supposed to just do everything and just fall in her lap. Yeah, no. Now, back to Simp Harvey. Simp Harvey is completely irrelevant. Why? Because he's like that old dinosaur that did not adapt to changes in the environment. And I find it good that a lot of the younger generations of men are firing back at him. They're telling him, yeah, hey, this ain't the old days, dude. The message that you're pushing, yeah, that's for a bunch of old broads. Look, we are not going. Plain and simple. Yes, more and more young black men will wake up. They will look at the environment that they're in and say, yeah, no, this is what I have to pick from. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, speaking of women to pick from, I love Kendra G's show. I love it. Why? Because it showcases to the world what the American black man truly has to pick from in America in regards to black women. Yeah, no. Then these women have the same audacity to be utterly disrespectful. Oh, no. No. Now, this is going to lead me to another video from I Am Aaron, where he did a small comparison and he asked the question, which is more detrimental to the Western woman? And I'm going to go a little bit more into detail with it. What is more detrimental to the Western woman, to the modern Western woman? MGTOW / SYSBM or the Passport Brothers? Now, everywhere you look, people are talking about the Passport Brothers. Now, let's just go ahead and get down to brass tacks. Passport Brothers represent a small group of men in the overall picture, a small subsection of men who are able to leave, who are able to travel to other countries, who are able to taste the exotic fruit from exotic lands, if you know what I'm saying. Like I said, that is a small subsection of men. Now, let's refer back to the Pew research where it said 63% of men 18 to 30 are not even looking for the modern woman. They're not engaging. Now, of course, that number went up from 51% back in 2019. Now, of course, they want to blame everything under the sun. They want to blame Charlie 19. That's going to be the convenient scapegoat for a long time. They still blame video games. They've been blaming video games for decades. And of course, skin flicks, the hub. Yeah, they want to blame everything but the real culprit, which is the change in modern Western women, particularly. The change in the modern woman has put more men into the position to where they say, you know what? I'm not even going to waste my time engaging with them. I'm cool being alone. Now, back to what I was referring to. MGTOW/SYSBM. Even Pookies and Ray Rays can wake up one day and decide, you know what? I want something better for my life, so I'm not going to deal with these strags, these scallywags, these skeezers. Yeah. So, Pookie and Ray Ray might not be able to become passport brothers on a large scale, but they can walk away from the modern mating landmine field. They can do that. So, by that number, Pookie's and Ray Ray's SYSBM MGTOW would definitely be more detrimental. Now, when you go back and look at that study from the Pew Research Center, how many of those young men do you think were actually red-pilled by the online community? I would say a lot, but not the majority. Now, here's where another one of my favorite phrases comes into play. Experience is the best teacher. That's right, gentlemen. That's right. As much as we here on the online space have red-pilled some men, women are and always have been the best red pill salesmen. Why? Because no matter what we say here on the net, no matter what we say in these red pill spaces, a man's experience with a woman will do far more to wake him up than we ever can. Yes, we have some part of it, but like I said, women and experience with women will definitely put more men on the path of going and opening that red pill door. Yes, sirree, Bob. But, like I said, to be rejected by the modern woman is, in fact, a blessing. It truly is. Why? Because trying to get into a relationship with a modern woman is literally the equivalent of grabbing a huge leech, or, for my aquatic people, a lamprey, and just attaching it to your shoulder. That's it. However, when a woman says, she's going to disqualify you, hey, gentlemen, do not get mad. In fact, do the opposite. Thank her. Remember, gents, change the rules of engagement in your mind if you're going to engage with these women at all. But if she rejects you, hey, thank her. Now, I made a video a while back called "It's Better to Be Clearly Rejected Than to Be Friend Zoned." Now, gentlemen, this is where you gotta, drop your nuts. Say what you intend for this woman. What are your intentions for her? Put it out there. Let her make the choice. If she decides she doesn't want to go with you, okay, cool. Thank her, block, move on. However, do not give her the opportunity to put you in the friend zone. If you're going to go on a date, hey, sex is on the menu. Fellas, you got to start, like I said, nutting the fuck up. Do not waste your meat on the illusion of the possibility of her giving you sex. No, force the conversation. Look, if you're not gonna give up the skins, you're not gonna drop that neck, I'm not even gonna waste my time. Period, point blank. Now, of course, when it comes to women that I come in contact with and they ask me for things, I charge them. Period, point blank. Oh, can you help me with this? That sounds like a service. Service people are paid for their time and their efforts and their labor. So if you want me to do something for you, I want money. I want to be paid for my time. Now, of course, I've had some friends. Well, I'm not going to say friends because I tell women I'm not friends with you. The most I can be is an associate. So I've had female associates, ask me for things, and I just flat out tell them, look, I'm not your sugar daddy. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your friends with benefits. So no. No. You're asking me to purchase something for you? You don't fall into one of those three categories. So no. The only women who I'm willing to break off money for are women that I'm actively sleeping with. Period. Point blank. Now, of course, there are some women that give me an absolutely horrible look, and I just say, hey, it is what it is. You want me to do something for you? Oh, I'm going to get paid for it. Period. But yeah, gentlemen, we all know women have no problems continuously using men and using the illusion of the possibility of sex. Gentlemen, you got to drop your nuts. Like CGA says, take your hand, cuff your balls, and tell these women exactly what the hell you want. Do not waste your time. Period. And hey, she has every right to not, go with what you plan. Cool. Keep it pushing. But make sure you don't contact her anymore. Hey, it is what it is. But all in all, gentlemen, like I said, more and more men have woken up, realized that the modern woman, particularly the modern Western woman, is not worth the effort. They're not worth it. Gentlemen, do not try to fight shaming language from men or women. Let them say whatever the hell they want to say. Oh, you just lame. Yep, I'll be that. Oh, you just a trick. Yep, I'll be that. You just can't get no women. Yep, I'll be that. And besides, like I said in a previous video, these women are not women of quality. Period. They're pretty much scallywags. They're skeezers. They're 304s. They're not worth it. So yeah, you're right. I can't get any of these bottom-feeding women. But remember, gentlemen, time is on your side. If you're a young man and you're having problems with the modern woman, don't beat yourself up over it. This current environment, this current Western environment is just utterly and totally toxic. So what do? Put your nose to the grindstone, keep your head down, keep observing everything, plan your escape. Period, point blank. Leave these wretched ratchets behind. You don't have to fish in this pond. This pond is polluted. This pond is toxic. Hey, get your gear, go to another pond. Go to a cleaner pond. Go to a pond where the fish are biting. Hey, what more can be said? Well, I've rambled on long enough. Let me know what you guys think in regards to the whole relationship plantation minefield and how so many men have decided, you know what? Nah, I've seen enough. I've been through enough. I'm not going to go ahead and continue to fight this battle because think about it, gentlemen. Those young men who would have been able to fix society have pretty much said through their actions, let it crumble. Those young men have decided to vote with their damn feet. And even if they don't leave America or the West, society is still going off a cliff. And guess what? They're just going to sit back with their popcorn and drinks and enjoy the show. And to you modern women, you Western women especially, you need to understand this. Now that the true economic engine has pretty much stalled because there's no fuel, the power you think you have in this society is going out. Feminism and the idea that young men were going to just accept you no matter what, that has gone out right along with it. And yeah, times are going to get extremely interesting for the modern woman because guess what? Big Daddy government, yeah, he doesn't have a lot of money anymore trying to fight wars. And you still got men saying, you know what? I'm not working. You got more men saying, I'm not even going to deal with relationships. Yeah, all of your lifelines are going out. Even the simps are going to wake up because when it comes down to it, even the simp is going to have to make a choice. Here's survival or simping for a woman. And guess what? Self-preservation, ladies, self-preservation is going to kick in. That's all I got to say for this one. R.P.M. I